even though I probably will film other things. I don't know. Okay, so this video is kind of like a rant time slash like analysis time, I guess. The Netflix instant stream just put up the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Bam! And I was freaking out. Yesterday they put Spice World on, which I have loved that movie since I was like 6 in gymnastics. And girls still like...
Here we have the first problem with this video. She uses like as an interjection. She uses like as an introduction. She said that she loved the Spice Girls movie since she was like 6. To each their own, but that's kinda say putting the word like into a sentence. If you interject the word like into a sentence, that doesn't make sense. It's also grammatically incorrect. It is also grammatically incorrect. Let's move on.
Like the Spice Girls, even if they deny it, they do. We do. So, yeah. So Netflix just kind of made my life 2 days in a row. Because I fucking love the Power Rangers movie. Just the one, though. Everything else after that just sucked bag dicks, and
she does not, she said that she said that everything else after Mighty Morphin was bad, even though she does not give any reasons why. She does give reasons, somewhat, near the end of the video. Let's move on.
Can't deal with anything else but the original. I'm gonna say this though. Goldar, that dude with the gold suit on and the fucking like wolf face.
And again, she again uses the word like as an interjection.
In the teeth and the red eyes, that like I can't even do the voice, but he scares the absolute shit out of me. I am still terrified to this day of him. I can't even deal with it. When I was like a little kid, like 6 years old or something, I would freak out at nighttime. Like, I'd be trying to go to sleep, and I'd think he was gonna come to my house and, like, kidnap me or some shit.
I have the perfect clip to explain. I have the perfect clip to describe her, to describe the way that she is using the word like. I will say it because poor literacy is cool.
Like, he's...
I'm gonna try that again. Because poor literacy is cool.
Still scares me, like, just... And I feel some of that like childhood anxiety coming back. Like I just feel like he's gonna come back and like kidnap me, and I don't know, it's scary. So here are my points about the Power Rangers movie that I don't really
Hang on, it's going to be a bumpy ride. A bumpy ride.
understand. But then I came to the conclusion after I questioned them that it's not really supposed to make sense to 7-year-olds in the 90s. First point. Zordon, the guy, if you don't know who Zordon is and you watch it, he's the dude in the that glass thing. He's just like this giant head. How the fuck does he go from being like a giant, like transparent holography head?
Holography holography is not a word.
Into a wrinkled, shriveled up old dude in a weird dress and like a crystal bed, like a bed made out of crystals that looks like so terribly uncomfortable to sleep on. And
him being on a bed of crystals was something that the filmmakers decided to do. They put him on a bed of crystals to make it he would still he was put on the bed of crystals so they can show him still he would still be in the tube, but not as a head.
He's dying and they put him on that shit? The
moving on.
fuck. And I cannot think, I forgot what the little robot's guy name is. And everyone goes, ay.
His name is Alpha. Research goes a long way.
And I was like, Conky? But it's like, no, Conky was on Pee-wee's Playhouse. So I just can't remember what his name is. But he was hilarious, too. And he was like, Power Rangers! Like, it was so funny. Yes, so that was my thing with the Zordon. I know he, like, lost his powers and shit. And the Power Rangers got it back.
If you knew he lost his powers, then how come you were wondering why he goes from a giant head to an if you knew that he lost his powers, then why did it not make sense to you that he was turned into an old man on a bed of crystals? Well, not really an old man. They showed him in a bodily form, but Zordon lost his powers. And going back to what you said about him being on the crystal bed, he was on the crystal bed because he lost his powers, and the thing about that being uncomfortable, that it something being uncomfortable, that can be a problem if you have laying on an uncomfortable surface for long periods of time can lead to back problems, but that is not really important to that's not really important in the movie. Well, it is kind of important, but it doesn't really matter. But it doesn't real but it doesn't it does not it does not but it does not really break the movie in any way. Moving on.
And then he went back from being a fucking the I guy was like, Power Rangers, it's too late, Doran's dead, and then they all start crying, and then like he fucking comes back to life, and he goes from being that.
I do not mind swearing in movie and TV in movies and TV shows, but it will be hard to take you seriously, but it's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be very hard for your for you to be taken seriously. For you to be taken seriously. If you if you use swear words in your video, um, I I know I know the angry video game nerd does that, and and I enjoy and I enjoy when he does that. But but when he uses swear words, there's a purpose behind it. Moving on.
Old shrivelly dude in the weird dress on the crystal bed into his little glass container as a big holographic head. What the fuck is this? It's like Wizard of Oz.
Number one about Zordon going from a head in a tube to a humanoid to a bodily form on a bed of crystals. That's part of it. In, I'm going to rewind myself. I am going to state my point. It's it is fantasy. It is not supposed to make sense. In fantasy, the impossible becomes possible. The impossible becomes possible in fantasy. Moving on.
Shit, like movie magic fuckery. Like how?
That's not a word. Going back to I know I have speaking problems, but that does not really make or break my videos. The only problems that my stuttering could cause is people having to rewind my videos so they can make out what I'm saying, or they can fit the only problem that my stuttering can cause, or my not speaking clearly, the only problem that is caused by me speaking, the only thing that can be caused by me not speaking clearly, or repeating myself, is that people will either fast forward or rewind my video so they can go back. I think people will want to go back and to try to figure out what I said, but she is swearing without a purpose for there to be she's using swear words without having a reason to be without having a reason to use swear words. Moving on.
Like, when I was a kid, I guess I was like, oh, I don't really give a fuck, like, what's happening. And I just kind of noticed it now. Like, what the fuck? Also, Ivan Ooze is disgusting. He's still disgusting to me. Another thing, the little Power Rangers, and they have their little animals or whatever. Kimberly is a pterodactyl. Fucking pterodactyl. That other kid, he's a mastodon. The Yellow Ranger's a tiger or something, a lion, some shit. She's a jungle cat.
She says saber-toothed tiger. In the movie. She says later on, Scout Marlo Warren, says later on that she wasn't really paying attention, and that's kind of apparent. When you listen to Scout Marlo Warren, when you listen to Scout Marlo Warren's rant that she is moving on.
Tommy, the white one, what was he? Something stupid. They're all something stupid. Okay.
How are animals stupid ideas? How are animals